The abrogation of Article 370 has had a profound impact on the lives of Kashmiris. This monumental decision, which sought to integrate the region more closely with the rest of India, has impacted the daily lives of the residents of Jammu and the beautiful Kashmir Valley. From governance to the economy to the overall social dynamics of the region, the abrogation of Article 370 has paved the way for a new chapter in Jammu and Kashmir's history. The week introduces you to a few administrators who have been driving the change in Jammu and Kashmir. Manoj Sinha, Lieutenant Governor, Jammu and Kashmir.
See, here people are not apprehensive. Some people are apprehensive, and I think people like you are apprehensive. We have given all that security about the agriculture land which exist in Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, Himalayan states. Nobody from outside J&K can purchase any agriculture land. Yes, we wanted to have industrial development here. With the help of Government of India, we prepared a new industrial scheme 2021, and I am proud to say that we are the best incentive giver in comparison to any state to industry, and lots of enthusiasm I see among the business, trade and industry people. Till 2021, approximately 13 to 14,000 crore private investment was here. We have received more than 80,000 crore proposals for setup of industries, and so industry will come when land will be provided. We are providing them land also. Some super specialty hospitals, medical college in private sector, hospitality sector, there is a lot of scope, people are interested, and certainly they need land, and we will provide them land. I once want to assure the people of J&K that agricultural land rights of the J&K people is preserved, and it will be safeguarded.
R.R. Swain, Additional Director General of Police, CID.
It is not as if the violence level in statistical terms that has come down today and we see what we see. It is not as if it has not been like this earlier, though not exactly in the same fashion, but statistically speaking, terrorist violence earlier had also come down, especially in the year 2013. But then it came back, it returned. That is because the ecosystem, the terror ecosystem. When we are talking about the terror ecosystem, we are talking about what you said is about the way Pakistan has embedded itself or infiltrated itself into the civil society, and most of its organizations and institutional frameworks, the Bar Association, Government Employees Association previously, the universities associations, the trade bodies. You see, which trade body would like to shut down shops and commercial establishments for half the year? So we know tens and hundreds of ordinary businessmen spread all over the valley and in the rest of the part of Jammu and Kashmir have been saying, दुकान तो सर खुलने के लिए बंद करने के लिए थोड़ी है, तो कोई ये कह के बोले कि साहब आज़ादी जब आएगी तब खुलेंगे. This is certainly not the agenda of any trade body. A trade body would like to talk about trade, would like to talk about core interests of trade and businessmen. But if you are talking about, something which is decided across and then enforced upon you, it's a question of hijacking the trade body. The police failed in its investigation. What happened to the judiciary? They have plenary powers to correct the investigation, compel it to, do the investigation, to meet the ends of the justice. Why it didn't happen? Nilkant Ganju judge who was killed at the early days, the judiciary could have taken cognizance of his death and investigated it. It was one of their own. police, a vast majority of our colleagues have suffered. But we have not been able to investigate. Why? Because of the system collapse. And when you call it system collapse, because the Bar Association is already subverted. And, they would beat up anyone who would come and represent government. There was a time when there used to be a diktat from the High Court Bar Association that if you represent government, we will have you. So under such circumstances, how do you think that the rule of law presupposes that there is a semblance of order? There is the fear level is certainly not of the type which was they were able to maintain. So it's a system collapse. When I say system, it means the critical checks and balances within the system. So if all of it has been hijacked, the way it has been, I must say, how can you expect that the public mood will be what it is? A 30-year-old campaign, or more than 30 years, 3 decades long campaign, and the kind of damage and the debilitation that they have inflicted on the system would take time to repair, to restore the trust and confidence of the people, to be able to convey to the people, to the ordinary citizen, to the common man in the villages who till their fields or ways connected livelihood, to be able to say them that the Indian state will win and prevail and will be able to protect you and will be able to stand up for you. And the aberrations of the Indian state will also be taken care of by the Indian state, and because it is bound by law. And to be able to do that, it would take time. We are resolutely, following it, and our biggest weapon is law.
Shailendra Kumar, Principal Secretary, Public Works Department.
No doubt that in last 3 years there is tremendous improvement in road infrastructure, and I would like to first give you some figures. Like during 17 to 20 in rural roads through PMGSY, we were constructing something like 3,100 kilometers. But from 20 to 23, it has reached to 7,000 kilometers. Schemes completed during 17 to 20 was roughly around 593. And from 17 to 20 to 23, it is 1,100 projects completed. Expenditure on these rural roads from 2017 to 2020 was 10 crore. And during 20 to 23, it has reached to 209 crore. So there is huge quantum jump in expenditure, as well as the schemes completed, as well as road length achieved, and these have made very positive and impactful change in the life of rural people, be it attendance and availability of paramedics, teachers, veterinarians. The enrollment of girl child into high school and higher secondary school, the marriages taking place of a village girl into towns and cities, agri inputs reaching much faster and in time to the area, output is reaching to bigger market, thereby ensuring better returns, and it has brought in few vehicles, commercial vehicles, passenger vehicles, then some status symbol vehicles as well. So it is changing life and lifestyle of villages as well in J&K in a larger way.
Nuzat Gal, the first woman secretary of the Jammu and Kashmir Sports Council.
हर एक ज़िले में हमारा एक इंडोर स्टेडियम है. अगर 20 ज़िले हैं, हमारे 70 अभी फील्ड है जो लाइट है. कोई ऐसा गांव नहीं है जिसमें पंचायत में फील्ड नहीं है. आर्बिटरली हर 5 किलोमीटर में के रेडियस में कोई ना कोई प्लेइंग फैसिलिटी है. देखिए, कश्मीरी वही है. कश्मीर का एक रिच पास्ट है, हमारा एक तमन्नुन है, हमारा कल्चर है, हमारे अपने इथोस है, हम हॉस्पिटैलिटी में है. बट कहीं ना कहीं हमारे बच्चे वंचित थे, मैं कहूँगी, इन जैसी फैसिलिटीज़ से, बिकॉज ऑफ आवर ओन बैड लक और वट एवर वी से, हालातों की वजह से. जो खोई हुई चीज़ें बच्चों को वापस मिल रही है। देखिए, मैंने जब आंखें खोली, मैंने सामने मिलिटेंसी देखी। आई हैव नॉट सीन एनी लाइफ आफ्टर 5 o'clock और 6 o'clock। आज का बच्चा अगर रात 12 बजे तक यहाँ फुटबॉल खेलता है, ये तो चेंज है।
Vijay Kumar, Additional Director General of Police.
खास करके जब बुरहानवानी का इनकाउंटर में दिल्ली में हुआ था, तो उसमें काफ़ी लाखों लोग आए थे। ऐसा सिलसिला चलता रहा और नए लड़के टेररिस्ट बनते थे, फिर स्टोन पेल्टिंग होता था, पुलिस सिक्योरिटी फोर्स साइड से रिट्रीट किया जाता था, उसमें कोलेटरल डैमेज होता था। तो तीसरा है कि ग्लोरिफिकेशन काफ़ी होता था टेररिस्ट को। तो जब मैं यहाँ ज्वाइन किया था दिसंबर 19 में, तो जब मार्च में 20 में मार्च में जब कोविड आया था, तो हम लोग एक दिमाग में आइडिया है कि कोविड के बहाने के हम लोग डेड बॉडी देना बंद कर दें। तो हम लोग यूनिफाइड के कमांड मीटिंग हुई थी, उसमें सारे सिक्योरिटी फोर्स, पुलिस, रेप हम लोग थे, डिस्कस किए, डिसाइड किया कि हम लोग अप्रैल फर्स्ट वीक से नहीं देंगे। अप्रैल फर्स्ट वीक 2020 से लेकर अभी तक में मोर देन 500 डेड बॉडी हम लोग नहीं दिए हैं। इसमें प्रोसेस ये होता है कि जिस गाँव में इनकाउंटर होता है वहाँ उसका विड्यूल नहीं होता है। एक तो फैमिली मेम्बर को डेड बॉडी नहीं देते हम लोग, बॉडी उस गांव में नहीं दफनाते हैं। इसके लिए क्या करते हैं, बॉडी को हम लोग ले जाते हैं बॉर्डर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में, जैसे बारामूला हो गया, बांडीपुर हो गया, कुपवाड़ा हो गया, और फैमिली मेम्बर के 2 से 5 उनके मेम्बर रहते हैं, और एक मजिस्ट्रेट रहता है, डॉक्टर की टीम होती है, पुलिस की टीम। DNA सैंपल लेने के बाद उसको ब्रियल किया जाता है पूरा, और ये सिलसिला चलता रहा है। इसका फीडबैक बहुत अच्छा आया। हम लोग का अप्रीहेंशन था कि जब कोविड ख़त्म हो जाएगा तो लोग शायद डिमांड करेंगे, कुछ नहीं हुआ है। पब्लिक की तरफ से पॉजिटिव रिपोर्ट आ रहा है और ये बहुत सक्सेसफुल रहा है।
Arun Kumar Mehta, Chief Secretary, Jammu and Kashmir Government.
When you don't have tendering, then chances of corruption and chances of nepotism cannot be ruled out by definition, because then you are giving contracts on the basis of nomination, which is pick and choose. So any system pick and choose, firstly, it's not consistent with the Constitution and not consistent with the law laid down by the Honorable Supreme Court. Nevertheless, I think we are very happy that we have completely changed that process, and today we have a very transparent system of tendering. One of the most important changes that has also happened is J&K Bank. J&K Bank today is one of the most transparent banks in the country. So everybody who has not filed his annual performance report, or not filed the property return, or not filed the monthly report that he has to show that what he has done during the month, or overall performance in the department that he is in, plus the biometric attendance. All these steps are made sure that government employees become the backbone of the change that we are seeing in the recent times, and accountability has been created. The most important thing is that everything is e-file. So we are we are nearly paperless now. The beauty about e-office is that you are not able to destroy records. So people have become very accountable. We can find out for every office at every department how many files they have not processed, how long the files have been pending in any department, and our disposal rate is well around 97%. So all of a sudden, whether it is service delivery or behavior of the government officials, it's much better. In an online system, money not reaching the ground is impossible. So the money just cannot be siphoned off while it is going to the panchayat level. So in an online system, the siphoning of money is not possible. It will reach the panchayat level. The next question is that what happens at panchayat level? Again, the entire thing is e-tendered, and then there is a physical verification. So money is reaching the ground, and it is reaching the last mile, as I would call it. So that change is there.
Amod Ashok Nagpur, SSP, Baramulla.
Post 2019 application of Article 370 has undergone a tremendous change, both in terms of perception and the physical manifestations of the ground. The specific case of Deputy Sarpanch, Mr. Zia, that you have quoted, and there are tens and hundreds of such more examples around in the areas wherein people have started reposing their faith into the mainstream narrative, and the kind of outreach that the government has done for the last 4 years, wherein they have made all attempts to make the people realize that the association with the state will definitely lead to prosperity, happiness, development of all socio-economic parameters. And gradually, people have started believing in it, and they are getting the dividends. And that is what is evident from the wide calmness and peace that you see on the streets. The Panchayati Raj is worth appreciation. The kind of financial empowerment that the government has provided to the Panchayati Raj institutions, all the decision-making powers are now with the people at the ground. The panches, the sarpanches, and the Gram Sabha is the ultimate authority to decide what developmental works they have to carry out in their own village. And sufficient financial empowerment has been done. People are happy that they are finally being able to make decisions and carry out works for their own benefit, which they want. So this positive change, the kind of youth engagement that the government is doing, the kind of action against the instigators and the mobilizers who were responsible for misleading the masses, misleading the young lot, the kind of action against them and their conduits, their agents, all this has led to a kind of vibrant positivity into the society.
Ulfat Bano, 28, a football coach from Budgam, is one of the few people who created the trend of women football players wearing the hijab.
जिस वजह से 2013 से मैंने फुटबॉल स्टार्ट किया। पहले तो इंडोर गेम्स थी ज़्यादा, लड़कियां चाहते थे कि हम फुटबॉल खेलें, हम कैसे बाहर निकले इस गेम के लिए। फिर मैंने लड़की को गाइड किया, आहिस्ता आहिस्ता मैंने अपनी बहनें भी लाई ग्राउंड में, मैंने अपनी बहनों को हिजाब करके लिया। मैंने सोचा देखते हैं इसकी वजह से कितनी लड़कियां आएंगे आगे। जब मेरी बहनें आई एक एक करके, एक हफ्ता हमारा चल रहा, बहनों में आपस में फुटबॉल के बाद हमने क्या किया, लड़कियाँ आने लगी, उन्होंने भी बोला हम खेलेंगे फुटबॉल, वो आई विद हिजाब से मुझे लगा हमारी गेम आगे बढ़ेगी, रोल भी बढ़ता रहा लड़कियों का, जिसमें सोसाइटी से हमारा अच्छा सपोर्ट मिला उस हिजाब पे। उसकी वजह से हम अंडर हिजाब खेलते हैं, अंडर ड्रेस फुटबॉल। हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में फुटबॉल, हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में हिजाब अच्छा रहा, अच्छा स्कोप मिला उसके बाद। हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में पार्टिसिपेशन, हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में इवेंट्स हो रहे हैं, वहाँ से ज़्यादा हो रहे हैं जब से हमारे खेलो सेंटर्स आए यहाँ पे। ये भी तब हमारी नुज़हत मैम थी, बहुत सपोर्ट किया हद से ज़्यादा। खासकर वो हमारे लिए सीढ़ी बन चुकी थी, लेकिन अब हम कोचेस उसके लिए सीढ़ी बन चुके हैं, इन बच्चों के लिए सीढ़ी बन चुके हैं जो फार फ्लंग एरिया से।
SOG कमांडोज।
जी हम यहीं पे जम्मू से हैं। जी चैलेंजेस रहते हैं, देखिए हमने जो हमारे साथ लोकल बॉयज़ हैं मैक्सिमम यहाँ के सिटी के हैं, उन्हें घर जाने में काफ़ी दिक्कत रहती है क्योंकि फैमिलीज़ को तो ऑलमोस्ट थ्रेट पे रहती है। पिछले साल के आपने 1-2 इंसिडेंट्स देखे होंगे जहाँ पे फैमिलीज़ को भी टारगेट किया गया है। सो दे आर ऑल द टाइम सॉफ्ट टारगेट्स। और ऐसा रहता है कि देखिए वैसा कुछ फैसिलिटीज़ भी नहीं है हमारे साथ कि हम यहाँ पे अपनी फैमिलीज़ वगैरह रख सकें, क्वार्टर्स वगैरह उस तरह का नहीं है। लेकिन दिक्कत रहती है, फैमिलीज़ तो फोर फ्रंट पर रहती हैं आपके, ऑलवेज दे आर वल्नरेबल टू दिस वेरी थ्रेट्स। तो दिक्कत रहती है, लेकिन चलो कहीं ना कहीं भावना होती है अपनी जो है, हमने काम तो करना ही है, उसमें हम डटे रहेंगे, कभी कभी ऐसे कभी पीछे हटेंगे नहीं। तो फैमिली तो थ्रेट में रहेगी हमेशा। हालात पहले से काफ़ी बेहतर लगता है, पहले से काफ़ी अच्छे हैं, पहले से ठीक है जी।
All changemakers whom the week met in Kashmir admitted that driving change was an uphill task in the Union Territory. But they were also confident that change would come surely, steadily.